Photographs in our southern mountains sometimes make the heart ache. Flowers and pastures, old buildings and winding country roads, distant peaks and colorful foliage. These impart a sense of simplicity, tranquility, and well-being. They are reminders of the way things were, the way they ought to be, and the way they are in secluded pockets. Each photo reveals important truths about a place. Each tells the truth, yes, but never the whole truth. Photography is too two-dimensional, too momentary, too silent, too scentless, too lifeless, too insertive. A photographer often aims to compose, to create works of art to convey beauty to the beholder. He comes upon a clump of spiderwort, each flower distilled from the cloudless sky and perfectly brushed, petal by petal, and backdropped by the dark, knobby bark of a chestnut oak. He arranges the shot, records the scene at that moment, and moves on. A viewer who sees the photo in a slideshow or magazine or blog marvels at the beauty of spiderwort in April on Mill Creek Mountain. Other inspirational photos precede it and follow it. Struck by the truthfulness of each captured instant, the viewer concludes, "It must be wonderful to walk Mill Creek Mountain in April among such beauty." And she is right. She perceives truth. But the photographer who walked the mountain perceives a different, more complex truth, more complete truth. He knows that preparation for the show took many years and an investment in calamities. Drought in 2016 preceded wildfires that weakened or killed acres of mountaintop oaks and pines that have now fallen, so the trail passes through a jumble of deadfalls choked by lush new growth. Here, where the ground opens to the sun, spring wildflowers show off. For 3 miles along the narrow top of Mill Creek Mountains, flowers bloom abundantly. Bunches of prim spiderwort, splashes of fire engine red fire pink, wispy sprays of old man's beard, colonies of Appalachian phlox that tremble in the slightest breeze, burgundy clusters of sweet shrub, and drifts of azalea. It is a show worth seeing. If this sounds like an Eden, it is, but it's Eden after the fall of mankind, as the hiker quickly realizes. Round a curve in the trail to find a splendid carpet of fire pinks backdropped by a tangle of fallen, barkless trees. In this Eden, vigor, beauty, corruption, and mortality coexist. Summer introduces a new season of blooms: woodland sunflower, world coreopsis, St. John's wort, ironweed, flowering spurge, and devil's walking stick. Wands of glossy purple pokeberries overhang the trail in places, and spiky sumac flaunts its berries. But summer imposes a special toll. There's the slight risk of an encounter with a viper, the greater risk of thunderstorms, ubiquitous heat and humidity, and the certainty of chiggers. Chiggers seem particularly fond of thick brush and grasses, so summer jaunts mean several days resisting the urge to scratch, scratch, scratch. Winter is equally beautiful. In deep coves between Mill Creek Mountain and Hurricane Mountain, sheltered from nearby I-75's noise by the surrounding ridgelines, it is always peaceful. January hardwoods stand tall, deployed in gray ranks rising with the mountainsides. Lichen-spackled trunks of oaks, hickories, and poplars add a blush of washed-out turquoise beneath the deeper hue of a cloudless sky. On the ridge crests, Virginia and shortleaf pines join the ranks, like red-brown exclamation points punctuating paragraphs of blue-gray. In this season, there is no risk of viper or chigger. The photographer is aware of all these things and more. He perceives truth. The photo viewer knows a different truth, an incomplete, partial, less nuanced, more uncertain truth, but truth nonetheless. If you enjoy programming like this, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.